السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أهلا بكم في قناة Arab English Learning، قناة تعليم اللغة الإنجليزية العرب. ده النهاردة درسنا عن Connect Plus الأكتيفيتي بوك لبرايمري 5 Unit 5 Part 2 Page 8 Lesson 4 which talks about the poetry and poems. If you go back to your book, do you like reading poems? هل بتحب تقرأ شعر؟ Now exercise 1, complete the rhyming words in these verses from the poem. We'll use the words in the box: art, bees, book, cook, heart, and trees. Faris is creative and makes lots of art. He paints and he draws. He shows us his heart. And Noha loves nature. She hugs great big trees and goes hiking and camping and talks to the bees. And then we have Tariq, who's such a great cook. He loves making dishes he finds in a book. Exercise 2, circle the correct words. 1. Faris likes making art. 2. Faris likes painting. 3. Noha likes nature. 4. Noha likes going camping. 5. Tariq is a good cook. 6. Tariq really likes making dishes. Page 9, Exercise 3, circle the words in each group with the same sound. Listen and check. 1. Art, heart, start. 2. Fly, I, my. 3. Rain, plane, train. 4. Bed, head, said. 5. Book, cook, took. 6. Tree, B, C. Exercise 4. Read the rules and circle the correct words. 1. Some rhyming words don't have the same spelling, like C and B. 2. Rhyming words have the same sound. 3. Not all words rhyme. Exercise 5. Now complete the rhyming lines of each verse with the words in the box. Listen and check. The sun is in the sky and birds are in a tree. I see an aeroplane fly. I watch the clear blue sea. I see lots of fish too, but they don't see me. And they are big and blue, and they swim in the sea. Lesson 5, page 10, free time activities in ancient Egypt, and you have to read the text in your student's book first. And don't forget to see, ما تنسوش تشوفوا الفيديو اللي فيه student's book. Exercise 1, complete the words, listen and check. You have missing letters and you will complete it. The first one is wrestling, chariot, boxing, hunting, archery. Exercise 2, number the events from the story in the correct order. The story of Habi. 1 is done by the book. Habi helped his father on the farm. 2. Habi traveled to the city with his father. 3. Habi saw many people and buildings. 4. A boy told Habi about the snake game. 5. Habi heard about the sports that the pharaohs liked. 6. The older boy asked Habi to wrestle or box. 7. Habi told the boys about fishing on the river. 8. Habi went home with his father. Page 11, Exercise 3. Read the text. What was the other name for Mehen? Children in ancient Egypt did lots of things in their free time. They enjoyed singing and dancing. They played musical instruments like the drums and the guitar. Children had lots of different toys to play with too. They liked playing with balls, dolls, and toy animals. And they loved playing board games. The most popular board games were Senet and Mehen. Mehen was also called the snake game. Children loved swimming too, and they often swam in the Nile. but it was dangerous. There were crocodiles and hippos in lots of places in the Nile. So again, what was the other name for Mehan? The snake game. Exercise 4, read the text again and circle T true or F false and then correct the false one. Number 1, children in ancient Egypt enjoy playing music. This is true. 2, they liked music but they didn't have any toys. This is false. They had lots of different toys. 3, the most popular board games were Senet and Mehan. This is true. 4, children never swam in the Nile. False. They often swam in the Nile. 5, swimming in the Nile was dangerous because there were hippos and crocodiles. This is true. Exercise 5, label the board games Senet or Mehan. The first one that look like a circle and have spaces called Senet, and number 2 is Mehan. Lesson 6, page 12, writing an email to a friend. Now, exercise 1, answer the questions for you, according to you. Number 1, how often do you write emails? For me, it's once a week. What about you? How often means how many times? 2, who do you write emails to? Friends. For me, it's friends. What about you? Is it for your family or teachers? Exercise 2, read the email. What does Rami often do with his parents and his brother Sharif? This email is from Rami to his friend Jimmy. So he started saying, "Hi Jimmy, hello, I'm your new email friend. I am 10 years old and I live in Alexandria in Egypt. Have you ever been to Egypt? It's a really interesting, beautiful country. What are your hobbies? My favorite hobby is wildlife photography. Wildlife photography is when you take pictures of animals, birds, and plants in nature. There are lots of wonderful animals in Egypt. I really love fennec foxes. They are gorgeous. I love hiking too. The Siwa Oasis is an awesome place to see wildlife. I often go hiking with my parents and my older brother Sharif. He is 18. What do you like doing in your free time? Write soon. Bye for now, Rami." So when you write an email, you have to follow some steps. First, the way you start your email by saying dear, hi. If it's informal email, you will start like this. And don't forget to write from who, the person who is writing the letter, and to whom the person will receive the letter. Now, he started by a question for his new friend, have you ever been to Egypt? And what are your hobbies? Because the subject of the whole email is writing about hobbies. Then he started to say his first favorite hobby, which is wildlife photography. And he defined it. He defines what is wildlife photography, gives definition for the meaning of this hobby. Then the other hobby was hiking with his family. So let's go back to the question. And finally, he ends the email by saying, write soon and bye for now, and then sign his name. Now, the question of exercise 2 was, what does Rami often do with his parents and his brother Sharif? He goes hiking with his parents and brother. Exercise 3, read again and answer the questions. 1. Who is Rami writing to? Jimmy. 2. Where does Rami live? He lives in Alexandria, in Egypt. 3. What is his favorite hobby? Wildlife photography. 4. How many photos of animals does he have? He has about 300 photos. 5. What is his favorite animal? Fennec fox. 6. Where is a good place to see wildlife? Siwa Oasis. Page 13, exercise 4, underline 4 contractions in the email. Contractions is when you shorten words like he is become he's, she is become she's, I am becomes I'm, like, I'm, it's, they are, he's. Exercise 5, circle the 3 adjectives and 1 definition in the email. We have interesting, beautiful, wonderful, and the definition was defining wildlife photography is when you take pictures of animals and birds and plants in nature. Exercise 6, underline 2 questions in the email. He asks and says, have you ever been to Egypt? And what do you like doing in your free time? These are 2 questions. Exercise 7, rewrite means write again the sentences, use contractions like this, and add 1 adjective to each sentence. So each sentence you will add an adjective. Like number 1, I'd, instead of I would, I'd, contraction. Like to visit a desert will be a beautiful desert one day. So I add an adjective. 2, we are a family. It will be we're a helpful family. 3, I have never been to a city like Cairo before. I've never been to an amazing city like Cairo before. 4, she is a volleyball player. She's a great volleyball player. 5, they will have a vacation in Hurghada. They'll have a nice vacation in Hurghada. 6, I'm going to visit my grandparents tomorrow. I'm going to visit my kind grandparents tomorrow. Exercise 8, write an email to a new email friend and talk about your hobbies in your notebook. Write about 40 to 50 words and use the email in exercise 2 as a model. Don't forget to start the email with hi, hello, or dear. End the email with bye, write soon, bye for now, or your friend. Use contractions. Use adjectives to make your email interesting and ask your friend 1 or 2 questions. For example, you can write to Ahmed and from Tariq, and the email subject is my favorite hobby. Hello Ahmed, I'm your new email friend. I'm 10 years old. I'm from Cairo. I hope you are doing fine. I'm writing this email to tell you about my favorite hobby, which is snorkeling. Snorkeling is when you swim on the surface of water and use a pipe to breathe and watch fish underwater. It's really amazing. What about you? Write soon, your friend Tariq. You can add more adjectives, you can add more hobbies. This is just an example, you can do better. Page 14, lesson 7, exercise 1, do the crossword. The first one is across, is trail. 2 down is reception. 3 down is campfire. 4 across is picnic table. 5 across is campsite. 6 is drop a pin. Exercise 2, complete the sentences from the story with these words, okay? Exercise 1, Uncle Wael drove to the trail. 2, Amira took out her phone, recorded a video and dropped a pin on a map. 3, Amira put some food on the picnic table. 4, I can't use my phone. We don't have any reception here. 5, I have some wood. Who is going to make the campfire? 6, we put up our tent and stay 2 nights at a campsite. Page 15, exercise 3, check the things you should take with you when you go camping. You should take tent, backpack, water, and a map. Exercise 4, match the questions with the answers. 1. Where did Amira go camping with her uncle and aunt? F. The mountains. 2. How did they get to the trail? In the mountains. D. Uncle Wael drove them. 3. where did they stay on the first night? A. At a campsite. 4. How did they find the campsite next night? E. They used maps on their phones. 5. Who prepared the dinner? C. They all did. 6. How did they find the car on the last day? B. They used the map. Exercise 5. Read the questions and choose the correct answers. A or B. 1. What did they all take with them when they went hiking? Phones. 2. Where did they go hiking on the first day? A deep valley. 3. Who tried to put up the tent at the first campsite? Ali. 4. Who tried to make the campfire at the first campsite? Mona. 5. Who prepared dinner at the second campsite? They all prepared dinner. 6. What happened the next morning? Their phones didn't work. Thank you for listening and watching this video. ما تنسوش تتابعوا بقية lessons لConnect Plus Children's Book وكمان Activity Book. لو أول مرة تشوف القناة ما تنساش تعمل subscribe ولايك and share عشان غيرك يستفيد. And see you very soon. See you soon. Bye.